Before the video starts, hitting subscribe is free, and it makes up for all the time I spent on this video. It would also help me out with the YouTube algorithm. But without further ado, let's get into the video. The mystery. Sneaky Sasquatch is not a lore-filled game, but one of the simple mysteries it offers players is the origin behind a raccoon friend. Today, I answered this question with a fan's theory as well as my own. Throughout the entire story of Sneaky Sasquatch, the raccoon has been one of the primary narrators of the story, often coming up with ideas for how to save the park. But what if I told you he was also the reason that the park needed saving? Yes, that's right. He sabotaged the park, and the corporation that you work for is proof. The evidence, provided partially by Reddit user TK329. There are 3 things to consider. First, the company you work for is R Corp, which could easily stand for the Raccoons Corporation. Second, the computer says Raccoon Enterprises when you restart it. Third, our coins have raccoons on them. The Reddit user's theory is that the raccoon is trying to punish the park rangers for discriminating the Sasquatch, and so he tries to take over the park using Mr. Pemberton, and only sends you to stop him, thinking you'll fail. Not a bad theory, but Mr. Pemberton says he's going to build condos, which is probably the opposite of what a Sasquatch needs. And also, that makes the whole first storyline pointless. So I came up with my own theory. A long time ago, the raccoons ran the town, and as they built the new city, hence the reason it needed to be updated in the town update, the raccoon lost power to all except his enterprise. Now the money. I know the biggest thing that people are wondering about is the coins with the raccoon head. My answer is simple. The raccoon has lost power and has been losing power for a while, so not everyone would know of his authority in the town. This would explain why the camper at the ski lodge has no idea. Another clue to this is that the Sasquatch never speaks English, and the raccoon doesn't have his own language that's then translated. He just speaks normally. And before people say that the raccoon only speaks normally because we need the game to have actual words, you're forgetting about games like Splatoon. That game has its own language. And what about font? Typically, if another language or accent is used, the font changes. It never does for the raccoon. Conclusion. While the game has not canonically revealed anything about the raccoon's origins, who's to say that he didn't rule the town? And hey, we might run for mayor soon. What if the raccoon comes to oppose us?